Asmongold weighed in. All right. I would love to know what my boy thinks here.
Did a lot recently, and so because of that, I've confused myself into what I'm doing. Yes,
Yeah, of
okay,
course.
here we go. We're just going to look at this one here.
Sure.
So basically, Tectone got suspended. He got suspended,
Of course,
for
saying
2
the
weeks
truth.
on what am I thinking about? On Twitch.
Yeah,
And
once again, the reason why I told the truth.
he got suspended on Twitch for 2 weeks for calling Frogan a fat piece of shit, right?
Based?
Which, I mean, to be fair, is deserved. It's deserved
Sure.
because you're not supposed to use a person's appearance in insulting them. He did that, and he even admitted that, right?
Yep,
I mean,
absolutely.
everybody knows that.
Yep.
It's deserved. He did that. Now, it
Yep.
doesn't matter whether she's fat or not, right? You just
I gotta see the chat's reaction to this.
not supposed. Did he lie? It's not about whether he lied or not. It's about is the terms of service fair or not.
Hell
So
no.
the problem isn't that Tectone got suspended.
Yep.
The problem is that Frogan didn't get suspended for the 15 other fucking retarded ass awful things that blatantly broke the TOS.
Yeah, she never got banned for saying that all American soldiers deserve PTSD and wishing the harm on American soldiers when that's strictly against TOS. The only thing she ever got banned for was making a race tier list, which, by the way, why the fuck are we making that to begin with? Hello? Am I going crazy here?
That she said and got away with completely.
Yep.
So the problem, and this is why I said that, I think people would respect a decision like this if Twitch applied this universally. If applied fairly, the TOS of Twitch is quite reasonable and well-intentioned.
Yep.
The
True, I agree.
problem is when you have an asymmetrical enforcement and double standards. That is what happened. And so Tectone immediately did the smart thing to do, and he immediately started streaming on, what do you call it?
YouTube.
Streaming on YouTube. And this did extremely well for him. He just totally...
I like how his brain froze for a little bit when he saw that image of Spite. Did you see his brain lag for a little bit? That was hilarious. Also, I love the fact that his chat also spammed a whole when that shit popped up.
He popped off and did really, really well. And apparently his suspension also got lifted 2 days later. It was originally a 2-week suspension, and then it got reduced to 2 days. Now, I want you guys to understand this about Twitch and about all of this situation.
What do I need to understand?
Twitch folded.
Yep.
Twitch didn't fold. Twitch doesn't care. Twitch doesn't care about Frogan. Twitch doesn't care about Tectone. Twitch doesn't care about Denims. They don't care about Ian. They don't care about Ethan. They don't care about me. And they don't care about Hassan.
True.
They care about money.
Yep.
All they care about is money. And if a suspension makes them look bad, they will undo it. And that's all that matters.
I know. Yep. And I'm not gonna lie, that suspension made them look fucking terrible.
And so if enough people complain about even a blatant lie, a person will get suspended for it.
Yep.
Because Twitch has no moral compass. They have no North Star. There is no consistency in their enforcement at all. The only thing they care about is making sure that they do decisions and make decisions that do
I really enjoy SpongeBob and Patrick down here saying the N-word. Man, that's a version of SpongeBob I need to see.
not alienate advertisers. That's it. That's
Yeah, and I'm going to be real. Hey, YouTube chat, you guys are the reason why I got unbanned. Because they saw how good I can do if I just stream on another platform. No, for real, for real. Everybody on YouTube chat, you're the reason why I'm unbanned. 1,000,000%. And that's why I am so loyal to you guys now. And I should have been earlier, to be honest. And I will always multi-stream to YouTube from now in perpetuity. 100%. Unless TOS prevents me from doing that, and there's some content that requires me to not be live on YouTube. However, I will also be doing exclusive streams on both platforms. You want to know why? Because I appreciate every part of my audience. Straight up. Bro, the shit that y'all allow me to do is hilarious. Bro, I get to go live and just be a dick every day. And it's so funny, and I appreciate you guys so much.
the only reason they're doing it. And so anyway, once they have no money compass. Yeah, it's not a moral compass, it's a money compass. There you go. And so that's what happens. Is YouTube better or worse? YouTube is both, really.
Yeah. There's pros and cons to both. Obviously, like, once again, and I am just going to be real. If I didn't have to worry about copyright, I would be live on YouTube exclusively right now. I would. And it sucks. But I'm trying to find a way to make it work. Because I don't want to give up on my Twitch chatters. Now, that being said, I know all y'all came over to YouTube. because I know all y'all already watch my YouTube, right? But I do love this platform, but it's just a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues, and it fucking drives me nuts, and I'm sure you guys get it.
If they lose money, how can they care about money? Well, they do, but they'll lose more money from advertisers than any one individual creator. Like, one individual creator isn't a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So why don't they just allow actual free speech like Rumble? Because international corporations don't like free speech because they want to use their advertising dollars to compel speech. That's the reason why. And recently there's been more of a pushback against this, and more people have been against it. But that's the real reason why we don't have free speech on the internet. Why do you think everybody stopped saying the N-word at the same time? Why do you think everybody stopped being homophobic at the same time? Well, it's because advertisers came in. It's not like everybody just decided to be progressive and more forward-thinking.
I love this, man. I do. I love this guy with my whole heart because it's so true. The moment being pro-gay was good for money, every corporation. Pride Month, guys. Come get your rainbow drink from Starbucks. They don't have any fucking values. They don't. Their values is the profit in their pocket. That's it.
After out of everyone, I didn't. Well, like, I'm talking about content creators, okay? Like, obviously, like, you know, I've been to a basketball court in the last, like, probably 2 or 3 years, and don't worry, nothing's changed. But
the internet sure makes you think that everything's changed. Guys. Why don't you go to an old folks home and ask them what they think about black people and trans people and gay people? You will hear the worst shit in your whole life. Better yet, go to a Walmart at 4 a.m. and ask the same question. Guys, this world is a cruel place. This world is a cruel, dark place, and we all know it.
At the same time, I'm talking about, or like a Call of Duty lobby or anything like that. Plenty of people say this. We're supposed to stop, right? And so anyway, they only do this because of sponsors. They only do it because of sponsors and rules. If you took all of the rules and all of the sponsors off, and here's a really great example of it, is the word retard. So I've been using the word retard forever, right?
I reclaimed it. You guys are welcome. Hey, somebody in the gotcha space had to reclaim it. There's another word that we're going to be reclaiming again soon. But now's not the time. Now's not the time. It's not time to reclaim the next word.
Right, and I probably always will. For a period of time, it was a little bit gray.
Also, seeing that one guy in Asmongold chat go W Tectone, God, that makes me rock hard.
And there were a lot of people who were
the N-word? Nah, bro, I'm only 22%. I can't say that.
You know, basically demonizing individuals that use the word retard. They said, well, you shouldn't use that. It's, you know, like mean towards disabled people, etc., right?
Yeah, but you want to know why nobody cares about the word retard anymore? Because there was never a National Retard Day at Starbucks, right? So nobody really cares. There's not really a retard community to pander to online, so nobody cares about the word.
Right? And so I was just like, well, that's not true. You're retarded. But there were a lot of people who tried to move away from it. And for a while, that word was like a bad word. You weren't supposed to say that word. People were like, oh, no, our word, right? Now you see those same people that are using it themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, Aimbot Calvin brought it back. Well, I'm not sure. Probably, yeah. I don't know if anybody actually got suspended for using it, but people were afraid to.
Yep.
And so anyway, because virtually, yes, which is like, in my opinion, this is just going to be like my 2 cents on people using the word retard, okay? Is like, how the fuck is it wrong to use retard when it's another defunct medical term like moron and idiot and dimwit? Actually, I'm not sure about dimwit, but I know moron and idiot used to be medical distinctions and medical terms. And so the only...
Yeah, like why the fuck can't I say the British term for a cigarette? I'm just talking about cigarettes, bro. I'm not talking about gay people. It ain't even like that.
Term that I would say is a, what do you call it? Is like against TOS, right? That I don't use anymore is Mongoloid, right? Because that has a racial connotation for...
Wait, people get upset at Mongoloid? Yeah, but the thing is, calling somebody a Mongoloid don't even hit the same. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, you fucking Mongoloid. It's like, you just sound like you're trying too hard. You know? Like, you sound like you're trying way too hard, bro. Absolutely not. It doesn't feel good to say. You need like a good word, like mint picker. Like, that's good.
Or Mongolian for like somebody that has Down syndrome.
Oh.
So we don't use that term anymore. But my point is, and also neither does the government, right? This is just what the word is, right? I mean, we all know that. Everybody uses it. But the point is that...
Asian people will kill you if you use that word? Yeah, I know. Especially if I call them guy from Singapore. I bet they'd lose their mind.
you know, how is it okay that you can use legitimate medical conditions like, you know, saying somebody is autistic, saying somebody is schizophrenic?
Bro, I'm schizophrenic. I get called schizo all the time. I also just like don't care. You know what I mean? They're just words, guys. They're just words, right? I also get called bald. I can't change the fact that I'm fucking bald. You know what I'm saying?
Etc. And using legitimate medical distinctions, and that's okay, but using a defunct medical distinction is not. How does this make any sense? Oh, that's right. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense, and it never did. The only reason why people were against using the word retarded is because they wanted to stay ahead of the sponsors and not get banned.
Sure.
That's the only reason.
Super fair.
That's it. That's it. And so as soon as people saw that changing and things getting, you know, a little bit different, well, then that's different. It's neurodivergent. Neurodivergent is another great example. This is a medical distinction. So you guys might have noticed this about me, but whenever I refer to people with Down syndrome, I never call them retarded. I say that they have Down syndrome.
Oh, Sam. You'll never catch me calling somebody with Down syndrome retarded because that's not what retarded means. Retarded is just a word you call somebody for like whenever you ever want to call them the worst shit. But it doesn't actually mean anything. You just want them to know that you think they're just fucking dumb as shit. Right? You'll never catch me calling somebody who has Down syndrome retarded. The only person you'll catch me calling retarded are retards. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And I also very rarely use actual medical distinctions as insults, although I do it sometimes. And anyway, and I don't care either. I don't give a shit. But the point is that I'm not trying to virtue signal here at all, but I find this to be a complete inversion of logic. I do. It is a morbidly obese. Well, I guess that's a mental condition. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, most humble streamer. Exactly. It's also an engineering term. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't even know that. And yeah, retarding an engine. Well, yeah, like a fire as well. But the point is that all these cases,
Fair, didn't think of that.
I've
Flame
been like
retarded.
this pretty much my whole time. But saying there's something wrong with the neurosystem is just taking the long way of saying retarded. Yeah, I think so. And I love calling people retarded. It has nothing to do with mental conditions. Yes. Well, anyway, my point is that all censorship on social media is derived from advertising.
Yeah, true.
The more advertising you have, the more censorship you have. The less advertising you have, the less censorship you have. Think about this logically. And there are some places that this is not the case, right? Especially like different places that are like very, you know, like focused on like ideals or something like that. Definitely. But for the most part, this is a very, very strong correlation. The reason why is that why would a person do something that they don't have to do? Everybody knows that you're not responsible for the words that another person says. Even if you want to blame somebody on something else or whatever, I think everybody knows this as an internal truth that people accept, even though they might pretend like they don't. The fact is that nobody really wants to go around and word police a bunch of other random people unless they're being paid for it or something is on the line. And so really...
That's why there's so much virtue signaling on Twitter, because if you do, oh man, yummy likes and followers, I'll get more relevant, but you'll never see anybody doing that shit online. It's all for image. It's all for appearance. That's all it is.
That's the reason why all of those words are against the rules. That's why Twitch has its TOS. And just like pulling all this back to Tectone, because people are wondering like, what the fuck, probably like, why the fuck are you talking about this, right? It's because what Tectone did was socially acceptable. Frogan is a detestable, disgusting person. I think everybody knows this.
Everybody outside of Hassan's orbiters absolutely knows that and agrees with it. She said some of the worst shit I've ever heard any human being say on this planet. Straight up. It's really that bad. It's hard for me to think of someone who said worse shit and gotten away with it.
Not by her appearance, but by the content of her character.
Absolutely.
I find this to be very surprising because I don't even think that's really her either. I think the fact is that, you know, she's probably a nice person, but she just gets on the internet and turns into an awful person. I think that's the truth. I met Frogan in real life, and I got along just fine with her. There were no problems. It was a nice, you know, like, it was friendly. Like, there's nothing.
I saw Frogan at TwitchCon. She made eye contact with me and then went like this. Bottom floor, right near the escalators. Yep, I remember it well. And you know what I said? Hey, I know your ass! She didn't respond. I was legit gonna say yo too if she responded. I don't care. Do I think Frogan's a lovely person in real life? Hell no. I don't trust motherfucking nobody in this fucking business. You're goddamn right a smaller content creator gonna be nicer to a larger content creator. Man, I'm so surprised. It definitely ain't because they can get something out of them. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no smaller CCs, nobody with no fucking link in their bio. Absolutely not. Hell no.
Nothing wrong. And so, like, I don't want to say this in a way that, like, you know, is like wrong, but like, you can't go and say that you hope people, you know, soldiers get PTSD and shit like this. You can't go and say this and be like, oh wow, I'm surprised people don't like me.
Yep.
Fucking duh, people don't like you. Like, fuck, what do you expect? And so anyway, yeah, it's the evil inside. Yeah, exactly. Is she an actual grifter? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. But like, my point is that can you get the F word unbanned? Yeah, I'll do my best, man. I will. And but yeah, I don't. And you guys know this about me. Is like, I don't make insults about a person's appearance. I do sometimes, like every once in a while, I will, but like very rarely, right? And
I will say, to Asmongold's point, I will confirm that like 6 months ago, even he was like, "Hey man, maybe we like back off the personal insults on Frogan." I just can't, bro. Like I'm holding my tongue a lot right now, but like for real, like you guys got to understand how much I care about the troops. Like, and when somebody disrespects me that much, who disrespects my family that much, I have a very hard time not being a fucking guard dog, brother. I do.
And even if they insult me, you know, but I reserve the right to. I do. I reserve the right to. Just fat. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not even an insult. It's just a fact, right? But at the same time, it's
slipping that in. We all know it. We all know it. Well, oh, bro, Mike. And then he called me bald. And then they called me bald. Can you believe they called me bald? I can't believe they called me bald.
It's like, you're not supposed to say that and, you know, like, go into that. But anyway, so that's what it was. I think it's negative to use the word retarded for special needs or FDS, but I think it's a strong correlation with saying something is stupid. A strong expression should never been used to label people that have special needs. Well, you're putting the cart before the horse. I think that it was a distinction, and actually retarded originally was a word, because the word retard and retarded, this is a word in an English dictionary, right? This isn't like a medical terminology. This is a default English word. And so because of that, people use the word retarded as actually a euphemism for the medical distinction, right? Like, instead of saying someone died, saying someone passed on, or like, you know, they passed away, right? Or something
Sure.
like that. That's basically what the word was used for. And so it's French, actually. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Anyway.
Whoa, man. Whoa, what's going on?
Retard is a French word. It means late. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. And so French delay. Yeah, I guess so. Kind of like how Canada is retarded. I saw Canada elected that guy that I didn't like. You know, fuck. I mean,
Wait, does Canada have a president? Isn't it that, what's his name? It's not J.D. Vance, it's the other guy. Justin Trudeau? He resigned, he got nerfed out. They got a new one? Oh, really? Wait, who they got now? Mark Carney now? I don't fucking know. Yeah, whatever. I'm not worried about America's hat. I can say that. I lived in Canada for 10 years. I'm allowed to say that. Guys, even if you're from Canada, you know Canada's a bootleg version of America. We all know it's boring as fuck up there. It's boring and it's cold. Listen, guys, I lived in London, Ontario, Canada for like 8-9 years. Brother, I was so bored. And then Toronto was just a worse version of New York City. And here's the worst thing. I hate New York City. Listen, you guys gotta understand, I'll be real. I'm also just a fucking hater, bro. I think everywhere outside of Austin, Texas What's the point? I think Austin, Texas is the greatest city on earth. It's got everything that you'd want in a city. There's tons of shit happening at all times, and the people are just good. Bro, it's so nice, bro. It's so nice. I love it here.
It's not my country. Y'all want to do that? Go ahead. That's not my fucking problem at all. And so when
I'm worried when I go to Japan, I'll realize that my life has been mid. But we'll see. Is it walkable? Yes, Austin, Texas is walkable, which I also love.
Anyway, so that's been it. Speaking of Frenchies, when is Expedition 33? Few days. We're going to play it 100%. Not even a question.
See, Austin sucks. Yeah, you're right, bro. I have a fruit fly infestation and an ant infestation because I live in Austin. Yeah, you're right. See, I told you Austin sucks. Okay. I'll put a bowl of apple cider vinegar out to catch the flies. Yeah, no, I got a whole like jug of that, man. Don't worry.
But anyway, so that's what I found to be ironic about that word and people getting mad about it. But
sure.
Yes, Tectone got unsuspended, and the reason why again is because, and this is the problem that Twitch has put themselves in. And I want to finish with this. Then we have like 50,000.
Asmongold still has the Tectone emote enabled. That's so funny to me.
Other things to go through, right? Mozilla, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Is that when you have an unfair banning system, every ban is a reminder about the unfair bans.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely it is. Bro, literally just ban Frogan for like a month. And then it's fine. Legit, that's it. Ban Frogan, Hassan, and Denims for like a month. And then everything's fine. And to be honest, it would benefit their careers for the retarded motherfuckers who watch them. Because then they'll be like, oh, dude, look at that. They were trying to hold you down. You know, like, just do that. It's that easy. Bada bing, bada boom. You were good to go.
So what happens is that when Tectone gets suspended...
Because, like, guys, I'm going to give you guys a hot take. And this might get me canceled amongst Hassan orbiters. Guys, I think promoting terrorism is bad. Yep. I'll say it. I will. I do. I think promoting and supporting terrorists is bad. I know, and that might ruin my career. But I'll just say it, man. I might even tweet that out.
For 2 weeks, 2 days, or whatever, every single person is going to look at equivalent or similar things that other people have done, or in some cases, worse things that other people have done, and then compare it to that and say, wow, why is this happening, right? Why is this okay, but that's not okay? And so when Tectone had his suspension happen, that's why you're seeing so many people get unsuspended.
Yep.
It's because Twitch suspends people, and then if there's enough public pushback, they'll unsuspend someone. That's just the way it works. It's because they have no...
To everybody who was on Twitter typing hashtag free Tectone, I appreciate you guys. I saw all that. To everybody quote retweeting, to everybody retweeting, you guys have no idea how much power Twitter has. Like legit, without YouTube chat, without Twitter, I wouldn't be live on YouTube right now. Or I wouldn't be live on Twitch right now. Straight up. It was legit. Thanks to all the motherfuckers who watch me, even VTubers. The VTuber community rallied behind me too. Like so many people rallied behind how hard they fucked me. And I appreciate the shit out of that. And trust me, I saw every single one of y'all doing that. And I appreciate the hell out of that.
No morals, no values, no ideals, and all they care about is money and political correctness.
Yep.
And actually, that's not true. Not political correctness, public perception. Because they don't even care about political correctness. They just care about being seen as they're making the right call. And so that's it. That's where we're at. There's no guiding philosophy behind their suspensions. There's a guiding bank account behind their suspensions. That's it. And so, yes, they do not want to suspend people at all. And anyway, so that's pretty much the way I see it.
For telling the truth.
Yeah, let's see. What else fucking happened? And, oh, yeah, he also streamed on YouTube, and he popped the fuck off on YouTube. So it's important to keep that in mind, too. Tectone got 10K viewers on YouTube first 20 minutes after his ban. Well, yeah, of course, right?
I peaked at 14,000. Let's not forget that.
Right? And this is another thing that happens with YouTube, right? Is that YouTube is a really big platform. And the fact is that a lot of people, like, I thought about streaming on YouTube, like, just once, right? Just see what happens. And just do it. And, you know, like, I don't know, like, maybe just for shits, right? But yep. Maybe one day I will.
He should.
My point is, though, he had 3 times the viewership. Yeah, he popped the fuck off. But obviously, it's hard to say, like, whether that would be stable. Like, after somebody gets suspended or somebody moves to another platform or anything like that, you initially have, like, a split.
I had 12.5K day one, 14K day 2. I actually genuinely believe if I were to stream on YouTube, I could easily average above 10,000 viewers. I do. But the issue is sustaining YouTube streams is very hard because I'm a reactor. But like if I were to play video games, it would be so fucking easy. But I really think I could. That's like, it's something that I got to consider.
Splash, right? But, you know, then measure the ripples. That's what really matters more than the splash itself. So I wouldn't really say this is a huge thing to base things off of, but at the same time, it is substantial. And I think it's a W for Tectone. I think it's a W that he got unsuspended. It's a W he did it on YouTube. Tectone did exactly what I would have done in the situation. And, you know, that's just about it. But let's go back. What do you think about Kanye's ban?
I miss Asmongold every day. I do. I miss steak and eggs every day. Asmongold is the greatest man on this planet. Anyways, appreciate the support. It's always nice. It was nice seeing my chat yesterday, too. It was cool. Really appreciate that, dude. All right, cool. I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe.